my name is Isabella, and today I will be teaching you how to crochet. I've been crocheting for 2 years, and it's my passion. I do it every day. I really love it. And before we start, I'd like to say that the way you hold the yarn or you slip knot doesn't really matter. There's a million ways to do it. This is just my way, my personal preference, and if you want to do it this way, that's completely fine. Crochet doesn't really have defined rules. You can literally search up on YouTube slip knot and you'll find 6 different ways of how to do one. So I want to start by saying buy cotton yarn if it's your first time crocheting. I know it's a bit pricier, at least here in Panama. It cost me $5 to $6 per ball of yarn, but it's worth it because at least polyester, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very fuzzy, and when you're trying to chain, that can ruin it. It's just a pain. In general, polyester is not recommended, even when you're trying to make stuffed animals, clothes. It's just very uncomfortable. Usually, polyester is recommended with scarves or hats, things like that. But I would not recommend you using this for your first time. So we're going to start off with how to do a slip knot, which is the basis of crochet. Most projects require you to do a slip knot. So basically, you grab the end of your yarn, you leave a little bit open, do a little circle with your finger, and then you see that you have the little end here. You grab your end and you pull it up, and you grab this part of your yarn and the other end, you pull it up, tighten it, and that's your little slip knot. I'm going to repeat it. You do a circle with your finger. You can just do this, and then place it like this, then grab your end, and as you're pulling it up, I can even just leave it like this. Grab these two and you tighten. Do not close it. You need that little hole to be able to put your crochet hook. I'm using a 4.0. Usually most projects will require you to use a 3.0, and in YouTube tutorials usually tell you the size of your hook, the thickness of your yarn. I usually don't really care about the thickness of the yarn. I just do it anyways because I like the color I picked or whatever. So there are ways to hold crochet yarns, mainly because you can't really insert your hook into a tiny little hole. And on top of that, you need to have certain tension with the yarn. For example, me trying to chain here, it's very hard. It's not very easy or comfortable, especially if you're a beginner. Try to grab the yarn like this. You can't. So what I do is, wait, first let me show you. I wrap my yarn like this. So I have to have it for me to be able to pull the yarn infinitely. It's not very tight, but it helps with tension. I know it looks complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's okay. So you start with this finger, the one that's close to the pinky. You wrap it around like so, and then you go in the back like this. And then with your other hand, you grab your hook and you hold on to the end. Well, you try to. I'm going to do it a little bit shorter because it's a bit too long. I hold it like this. And then to chain, you put your hook under the yarn, like so, and you put it inside and pull it up. That's a chain. Pull down, go up. Pull down, you grab it. I'm going to put it a little closer. Pull down. Oops, sorry. And then go up. Pull down and go up. And to undo your chains, you simply just pull. So be careful to not undo your projects. I'm going to repeat from the slip knot, which is you put your middle finger like this, and then you pull up. Oops. This is an example of what not to do because you're going to end up doing a knot. I grabbed way too little yarn. It's preferable to have a very large end than a little hole. So I'm going to do that again. At first, if your chains look a little bit wonky, it doesn't matter. It's good to practice chaining. And then we're going to do it again. Grabbing from here, from the pinky. You skip your middle finger. And you go in the back. And that's the way I hold my yarn. and then you either grab from the end here with your other hand or with this, and then like I said, your hook is here, you insert your hook here, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down, go up. I'm gonna teach you one of the stitches. I'm very sorry, I don't know the names in English, but you skip the first chain, you go in here, you grab yarn, and then you grab yarn again, and and then you have a stitch. Like I said, you go in here, you grab yarn, you pull through your hole, you have 2 little loops here, and then you pull through both. And that's the basis, and as you can see, you have a little chain there. I hope you understood, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. That will be all. Thank you. Goodbye.